Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Whims Legacy, here in our random niche genetics challenge. It has been quite the adventure in the last few episodes. As you guys know, I really thought we were going to lose the Whims. My heart, as I stare at this little family group, is still pounding in my chest when I think about it. Every single one of the females that I'm looking at, I just want to like scoop up and kiss their little heads and thank them so much for being here. It was so spooky, and I do think it spooked me off of picking a male as my main character for the Whims for a little while, just because it does make it a lot more dangerous. Unless he has some stellar genetics or a stellar story, it sure does make it more dangerous to only have like very low amounts of female in our tribe. So we're gonna have to see how I feel about the Whims moving into the future, especially as we continue to get closer and closer to the fantastic updates that I hope to see. But if we want to see those updates, I do need to get back to work at actually making sure that this tribe can survive. So currently, we are cooling our heels off a little bit. Zachi, Henri's father, was a very reckless, very, let's see, he was forceful and he was restless. Reckless, forceful, and restless. And he almost got us killed because he didn't want to stick in one place. He didn't want to bother with gathering food. He wanted to do some exploring, and he wanted to have strong children who could be good fishers. And it did not end up helping us with the way that he led things, but he did leave behind a legacy of teaching us that having a harem is actually pretty darn important if our numbers are low. And he did leave with Henri here a legacy of really wanting to see a family around us, because we are following Henri. Calling her the leader isn't really appropriate, but she is our main character and kind of the leader because she is the healthiest, eldest person in the tribe now. And she is so amazing. Look at that face. Ooh, you can really look at that face here. It's not very common. You can like wiggle right in on her little eyeballs like this, but this is so cool. Hello, Henri. Very cool to see you. I like your like fish stare that she's got going on here. That's actually pretty fun. Oh, cool. You can even see Blue the second, and this is actually Blue. I didn't mean to give her the exact same name, but now I can't change it because we're actively here and I can't look at the mutation menu and show you guys the family tree because it would give everything away. But this is Blue. She was born last time. She had a half brother who actually looked really awesome too, and I accidentally let him be eaten by a bird. I'm still pretty sad about that, so please don't like rag on me too hard, guys, because I'm still pretty sad about that, to be completely honest. But we're following Henri right now. She, as long as she is alive, allows the tribe to be at a size of 8, and she has the traits coarse, which is like not very cultured. She's also very domineering, so I like to think that she's just kind of blunt and in people's face when those two traits kind of combined. And she is also very lonely, and I think that that is very fitting considering what happened to her tribe almost going extinct as she was a child, and it means that she does want to surround herself with tons of family and tons of children. So Henri, the wonderful, amazing orphan Roduk, who showed up out of nowhere and has also helped to save the tribe, and Mila, who unfortunately is going to pass away very soon here, which makes me so sad because I love her so much. She's so cool. They all have high fertility, and in Mila's case, the Nicheling gods actually rolled for normal fertility for her as well, which was kind of ironically hilarious. But they all have high fertility in their mutation menu from my half of the picks, the other pick always being assigned to the Nicheling gods above us, the pantheon of Nichelings who fight to bestow their blessings or their curses upon each of our Whims children. aka I use a random generator. And yeah, they all have high fertility to try to increase fertility because the rates were going pretty low. So far, that is really helping us out, other than Rokuvan here. Ra has super high fertility, so she might actually toss twins, and she's got some pretty good stats. We normally are not trying to go for anything other than fishing, but I think that unfortunately Henri here might be one of the last formal fishers we have, and we'll just have to build our resources back up. We're really low on nesting material and food compared to what we used to be. And to be completely honest, fishing is kind of my big goal for being able to swim from island to island so that we can find the other genes. But at this point, we need to get resources, and I think the Whims might just start going in a different direction. But at least we have water body, platypus beak, and gills available. And there is a baby friendly Barina somewhere around here, somewhere on this island. We have already befriended a baby Barina, and that may possibly be the goal that we should have on this island before moving to the next one. And the random generator did decide that the next island we will move to will be this one, which will be kind of a safe spot. So my goal was to get there and swim away from it and just swim from island to island, because the water tends to be one of the safest places to be, usually, compared to at least getting eaten alive by apes. But we'll have to see. We will have to see, indeed. Or by birds. I say the safest place to be is the water, and here we are next to the water, and I had a baby eaten by a bird. That was very traumatic. All right, anyway, let's get going. I'm sorry, Mila, you do not have much longer for this world. Reese, let's see. I'm gonna have Blue scooch over here. I'm going to have Reese scooch over here. I'm going to have Mila. I'm gonna have Roku scooch over here. Mila, come over here. Become pregnant, thank goodness. And then I'm going to have, just gonna leave Roduk. Okay, Roduk, he's gonna jump on this side of his children, and he's going to clear away that high grass, and we're gonna go ahead and let Blue pick some berries. And then we're going to have Honoree stay nearby her sister, because unfortunately this is going to be a really hard time in Honoree's life, because this is the last day that Mila will be alive. Pretty darn sad about that, to be completely honest. Pretty darn sad about that. I have a feeling that Honoree might want to just constantly have tons and tons of babies. And so we'll probably end up just having tons of children. And even though we can only have 8 active in the tribe at a time, I think that she would kind of feel a little bit less lonely knowing that her children are all around her. So we'll see where that goes. Oh, I'm so sad right now. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad right now. And Reese, you're not supposed to be sick. I'm so sorry that I got you sick, but holy wow. This is one of the most beautiful nichelings I think I have ever had. Rihanna. Don't I have a Rihanna? Didn't I just have a Rihanna? Aren't one of you Rihanna? There's a lot of R's going on in this family tree. Rihanna, platypus, beak digger. She's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Roduk, you need to jump over here and like protect your children, please. Reese, I'm gonna go ahead and send her over here to kind of, she'll stand over here and be like, I found a berry bush, and also just have the sniffles, so we'll need to give her a little bit of space. Blue can actually work. She's like, I'm suspicious about that grass, so she's got a very strong personality as well. Let's see, and then I'll scooch. What to do next? Get away from my babies, you awful bird. That was just yelling because he likes to scare us to pieces sometimes. All right, so now she's pregnant. So let's scooch Rukuvan over and put Honoree back in the nest. She'd probably be pretty upset because her sister did just pass away. And then let's see. The bird is close by, but I think I can, okay. Move. Whew. All right. There we go. So we've got quite the little family popping up over here, and we have so many really cool recessive genes that are displaying themselves in ways I never really thought would happen. This is so cool. I don't know why I love the white platypus beak, but I just really do. All right, so I think what we're going to focus on is we're going to try to have lots of babies that Honoree can just spread through here, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do afterward. But I want to pull the food and I want to pull the grass back up. So I think that Honoree, out of her loneliness, would tell her kids that they need to clear away a bunch of the grass around them. So if they get restless the way that juveniles often do and want to leave the tribe, she can at least see them close by. So I think that would be kind of her thing. Another platypus beak baby. Oh my gosh. What is... Wow. Ananako. She's also an underwater breather. Oh my gosh. Just as I was saying that we are probably going to have to give up on the water, we just had the most perfect water-bodied creature ever. She's got 6 fishing. She has platypus beak. She won't be able to eat the clams, but holy canoodles. She can breathe underwater. What an amazing child. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is awesome. All right, and I don't think anyone is sick anymore either. So all of our babies are good. I'm so happy. And Riri can come over and we'll have her like start eating off of these berries. And Rokuvan here, like I think that his mom would be like, all right, all of you need to like clear the area. I need to see where everybody is because I think she'd be very worried about that. We'll scooch Honoree over. We'll destroy that old nest. We'll go ahead and try to get ready for more babies. Very careful not to eat the toxic berries. And then I think Reese would be told she has to clear the grass so that her mom can see where she is. And we are at 8 nichelings right now. So I might release a couple of our nichelings. Honoree still has a lot longer on her life left, and it'd be really reassuring to have a ton more babies. I don't want to release all of my males, but it would be reassuring to at least spread my babies out a little bit, I think. And I don't think that Honoree would want to go very far from the grave of her sister either. So maybe no new babies just yet. And Blue can swim, but no, Blue, don't drown. Don't you dare drown. Get out of that water then. I don't want you to drown. All right, and Rokuvan can come over here. I'm so relieved to have the nichelings I do. And Reese is gathering up some food. Rihanna is not able to breathe underwater, but she can fish, she can attack, and she can also search for worms. I think she'd come up here with her sister. And let's see. Rivera is one of the few. She's actually really good. I think she's the only toxic berry picker we have right now. So I do want to keep her nearby. Anna Nako is amazing and could fish all of the koi fish up. So I definitely want to work with her for sure. All right. And then Roduk. I feel like Roduk will go ahead and we will respectfully kind of bury the bones of poor Honoree's sister because she was amazing too. And let's see, stay near the itty bitty baby. And then I think that Honoree will start wiggling her way kind of towards the nest and trying to figure out what to do. We'll probably let Reese, out of all of the babies, go ahead and start wandering around, because I do think that Honoree would continually have more and more children just because she's kind of lonely, and that just is sort of what constantly comes up in her mind, not to mention that she and Roduk are having some of the most genetically amazing babies that I have seen. Go away, bird! You cannot eat my babies! You cannot! I won't let you. Alright, so yeah, I think we'll go ahead and we'll say Reese is like, Mom, I'm like ready to start adventuring around the area. So Honoree would feel a little bit conflicted and be like, well, just try to stay where I can see you, okay? And we'll put her in the nest now. Unfortunately, Honoree has short-sighted eyes, so no wonder she wants all of her children to like clear the area, really make it obvious where you happen to be going, kids. So that she can go ahead and figure out like where everyone is. And let's let Ananako get ready to dive into the water. I think that she wants to start doing some fishing. And I think that Blue would like to do some fishing too. But when I put her in the water, she started drowning. Is she gonna drown again? I don't think so. Okay, I think I just had her near like a source tile and that was our problem. All right, Roduk, your daughter Reese is like just filling herself up too much on some of this food. Drakuvan, I don't want to release all my males, but I kind of feel like he might be an okay one to release. And Ananako is just amazing. I think she's really going to help out. And let's have Roduk. I think Roduk would want to stay up next to his mate because he and Honoree are really starting to build a more solid relationship. And Rihanna might do a little bit of exploring back here. She does not have underwater breathing. She's just amazing. Look at how beautiful she is. So I definitely want to keep her in the tribe as well. So let's see. Oh, baby boy! Another baby boy! That's really useful. Little baby Vanku. And he is healthy. He looks awesome. His fertility is super high. You know, I think that would make Rakuvan, whose fertility is like the lowest in the tribe, feel okay with possibly leaving and beginning his own adventures, to be completely honest. So we'll go ahead and we will allow his mom, or maybe his dad even, let's send Roduk over here to let him leave and go pursue his own adventures in life so that we can go ahead and hopefully have more babies. with the set right here, because they have amazing children. Meanwhile, Rivera will clear out this area and gather up some toxic berries. And Rihanna, I think, would want to explore these waterways, but she's cautious because she's still tiny. And I think that she's just a very cautious nicheling. And meanwhile, Ananako, not cautious at all, just swept right in there and ate all of those fish like immediately, leaving Sister Blue kind of in awe. So I think Blue might actually come around and she might help her sister Ananako figure out where all of the best koi fish that they can chase down together is. But we're already starting to pull some of the resources up after having them dip down so low. Thank goodness. All right, so what next? I think I do want to just keep focusing on kind of like clearing some of the area. There's another nest over here that might be useful. I think the Honoree would be like, Rokuvan, I don't think she'd actually look at the shadow of the bird right overhead. You cannot eat Vanku, okay? I'm not gonna let you. It's just not gonna happen. You don't get to eat my baby. That's not how this works. All right, let's see. Come on. There we go. Come on. Yeah, I'm really glad we pulled up their fertility because look, I still can't have any more children. All right, well, that's going to be a little bit of a problem, but we'll just have to make do with what we can. But yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll have the two sisters start clearing the area around the lake and kind of claiming it for their own. And I think we might have Rihanna join them. I do think she wants... What is going on over here? Is this one of the siblings? Oh yeah, this is Reese. I was startled, so let's clear that away because I think that Rihanna is just very dubious about staring at things, but she's so beautiful. I do want to keep her in the family. Maybe she can find a mate over there and we can just kind of have a random toss-up of genetics in through Rihanna's line that way. All right, so let's keep going. When the tribe isn't actually dying off, it's actually kind of fun to focus on how varied life can be here along the lakeside. All right, let's clear this away. Come on, baby. Oh, come on, guys. You can do it. Oh, finally. Wow. Yeah, I'm really glad we're working on getting higher fertility with these guys. All right, and little Vanku, I think, would be quite curious. He is a strong nicheling who can feed from the bottom. He can fish. He just unfortunately is not made for underwater breathing the way that amazing Ananako is. And we will... Oh, there's another spot. Oh, Ananako, I saw fish. Ananako. Can you get them? She cannot get them. We have to wait. Is she short-sighted? She is short-sighted. So it is important to have a spotter around the lake with her, unfortunately. All right, Honoree is going to have another child. That'll max us out at 8. It's another little boy. This is a Berina. This is Tarkirku with beautiful blue eyes. And for once, not a platypus beak or anything really unique. This Berina brought a baby! That's Berina genes! I need those! Give! Give those Berina genes to me! And then, let's see, should I have anybody go help her with the fight? Maybe her sister Anako could, but they're kind of far away. What about Brother Vanku? Brother Vanku might be able to jump up here, and we'll see if they can kind of defend each other. And let's see. Mom Honoree, I think, would be very agitated about things. Come on. But also very busy trying to have babies, because I want more babies with them for sure. All right, then these two sisters, Blue and Anako, are just destroying like fish school after fish school. That is what I want out of like my mermadic sort of nichelings. All right, let's see. And I think that Rihanna, we might send her like down the river looking for a unrelated mate. But at this rate, we might end up with like a Berina that we could possibly mate with. Hey, back off. Don't you dare! You attacked my little boy. There was no reason for that. Okay, good. We've got this baby. We offered him food. We're going to eat this. What is that? Dekuro, I'm not interested. We now have another friendly Berina. It is kind of surreal that you kill the Berina to end up, like, you know, feeding him technically his own mom so that you can have more genes. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. It's just the way it goes sometimes. All right, so we've got more babies coming on Anari, and she's unfortunately getting older, which is making me a little bit nervous. Rihanna, do you want to just like swim for a minute and we'll see what's down the stream? And then over on this side, Blue is going to clear away a couple spots. with her sister. Can I get that mole maybe? Sweet, I got the mole. Cool. So they're doing all sorts of hunting around the lake in a big loop. And we have a lot of related siblings. I kind of think that Ananako would be the next one I would pick, but who would be her mate? Another boy! Huzzah! We have Von Duknu, and he also has level 6 fishing. He is very strong. He has feeding from the bottom. So if nothing else, this might be kind of a water, like, shore traveling line. We might let this line sort of travel along the shore side, like the shoreline, instead of actually going in the water if they don't have the ability. And maybe trying to kind of twist. Oh no, I'm at 9. I didn't mean to be at 9. I'm sorry, guys. I'll fix that. Little Vonku, you have served so well. We'll go ahead. Actually, I think that Takirku, let's go ahead, and he's like pretty adventurous and he's a little different than his family. So there we go. Sorry about that. I didn't realize we were at 9. I try very hard to stick to my little goals there. But yeah, I'm beginning to kind of get the feeling that maybe this family is slightly more set on sort of traveling the lakeshore together. So I'm going to bring Rihanna back over, and like, you know, her dad is like, hi Rihanna, like clearing the way. Henri has 2 more days left, so let's have her come over. Can you mate with him successfully? Oof. All right, so she gets to have 1 more child. I'm gonna have Rarira keep an eye on this Berina, because if he gets old enough to mate with, I'm totally going to make that happen. And then Vonku and Von Duknu, I think I would prefer to have Vonku's genes as a backup because he can pick berries and he can actually pick nuts, which is pretty important for diversity and variety. But we're ending up with a platypus. We are actually ending up with a platypus tribe now. I love how the Whims just take us all over the place. Oh, look, and it's one of our brothers. Well, you know, if push comes to shove, at least they're close by for the sake of keeping these genes going. In fact, I'm kind of tempted to try that out. Kind of tempted, majorly tempted, if I'm completely honest. Really majorly tempted. Blue, do you want to try that for us? If I did, but I don't know. Okay, it wasn't successful. I was tempted. It's terrible because they're pretty closely related. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to keep certain genes that you really want going in the family tree. But speaking of genes I really want, we do need the Berina's genes. So I think that it's almost fascinating that Rajira here is still next to this little guy. They're kind of developing a bit of rapport. So we'll leave them together. Von Duknu. There we go. Go away, big, like red nicheling. I don't really need you. Vonku. Yeah, Vonku has more skills than his brother, which is why I would possibly want to keep him, because he can actually come up and he can hunt and he can also pick berries and nuts. Let's have Roduk gather these up. I think Rihanna, this is like her final little curious poke at an unexplored area. Let's see, there we go. And this is Henri's last child, unfortunately, which does make me pretty sad because it has been so useful to have her just having patch of babies after patch of babies. And I do think that unless she has some sort of really dramatic newbie. Oh, and there's little Vonro, who is a double deformed paw nicheling. Oh dear. But I do think unless she has like the most amazingly stunning new baby, then Ananako would be the one I would pick. We would have to figure out how many nichelings are allowed in the tribe with her, and then carry on with mixing our genetics however we find desirable from there. Whew. All right, guys. So we have Little Rice. I am actually sad that went a little faster than I meant it to. I didn't really have a moment to process that I was about to lose that nicheling. And she literally saved the tribe. I don't know how to cope with the no, these aren't Honoree's bones. We didn't go that fast. No. No! I really wasn't emotionally ready for this, actually. To be completely honest, I truly wasn't. And now all of a sudden we have rogue males and very like double deformed paws, rogue males, and this guy showing up out of the blue. If he's the best we can get genetically to add some variation into this family, I mean, I know I gotta do what I gotta do, but are you kidding me? We're surrounded by these like unrelated males all of a sudden. And we have little baby Rice, who has beautiful stripes. I really strongly feel like we're getting some of those skunk genes that we have been keeping for so long from Seri. Do you guys remember Seri from weeks ago? And she had these stripes, and I said we should take her and at least one of her babies just in case those stripes will carry on. I kind of feel like these are her genes sort of like poking up at unexpected moments. She is short-sighted though, so push come to shove, we probably wouldn't keep her in the tribe. But now Anako, who I do want to be the next leader of the tribe because she's everything I possibly want in our new platypus nichelings. How many nichelings do we get to keep in this tribe? How many of her siblings will she keep around her? 18! 18! Yes! 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 I have room to play with our genetics that way. I am so happy. Oh my gosh, 18. And she's going to be dependable, jealous, and caring. Whew. Now that is an interesting mix of traits to try to weave together as we figure out where the Whims are going to go next. And I'm hoping it will be with this Berina right over here, so we can start getting some of those genes, and also with gathering up a lot more food so that we can prepare ourselves to move on to the next island and really start making the most of this random genetics, random everything adventure. I hope you guys are enjoying. I'm so weak with relief. I feel like I still need to pinch myself that our tribe did not die off in the last few episodes. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye, guys.